I've seen people like break down in tears because they've made such a big mistake. So the biggest mistake to avoid, and actually we had a guy, one of our clients, he found a good deal, but he didn't have an up-to-date picture. So you can use like Airtasker or WeGoLook.com to get recent pictures and videos to do this stuff remotely. Do not trust the county. All right. So guys, if you like this stuff, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up if you like it. And always, for anybody who's tuning in, I give away just the totally free mini course to get everybody started in tax liens and deeds. In the description below, in the link is a link to the Tax Lien and Deed training system. Totally free book to get you started. It has everything that you need down there in that to get everybody going. So let's continue on here. The next thing that we want to look at is we want to make sure we say the same thing twice. Is that a double entendre? You want to make sure that all of the liens are satisfied when you buy it at the auction, right? Now, this happens most of the time. However, you always want to read the rules. And here is a big mistake is the county. What I love about tax liens and deeds is they wipe out the mortgage because the tax lien, the land is there first, right? The government, came over, all the land, America's here. They divide up the land and anything above the tax lien gets wiped out. So if there's $100,000 mortgage on a property and they don't pay the taxes, the mortgage gets wiped out. And that's why the mortgage companies are the biggest redeemers of tax liens, is because they don't want to get wiped out. However, someone said to me the other day, well, like, why would the mortgage company just allow them to get wiped out? And until mortgage companies are completely run by AI, which is probably coming here sooner than we think, people are human, right? Things pile up on the desk. If you guys are anything like me, or the mortgage person is anything like me, I leave things till the very last minute and then I rush to get it done. So this is what happens, right? Dave, the mortgage guy, if you're Dave, the mortgage guy, you got this stack of papers on your desk. You're like, oh man. And then the auction comes, you didn't get to it, poof, but whatever. The bank just writes it off as bad debt and away they go anyway, because the banks can pretty much do whatever they want. And that's why you guys should do this, because banks are one of the largest investors in tax liens. That should make you mad that if you have money in a savings account, the bank could be using that money as we speak. So why not go put it to work? So checking the liens, checking the mortgages is key. And then the other thing to keep in mind is check the county record and make sure there's no municipal liens on that property, because yes, the foreclosure and the tax deed auction does wipe out the liens and the mortgages. The county is not a big fan of wiping themselves out and any debts they have.